Welcome back to another edition of Our City. I hope all of you enjoyed the Thanksgiving holiday and had a blessed and great feast with your family and your friends. And as we move into the month of December soon and the holiday season is around us, please remember to shop Elizabeth. Jersey Gardens Mall, Broad Street, Elizabeth Avenue, Morris Avenue, Elmore Avenue, all have great shops where you can kick off your holiday season. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. On Tuesday, November 27th, the Elizabeth Avenue Partnership will have the first tree lighting ceremony to kick off the holiday shopping season. This ceremony will be at the Union Square Plaza on Elizabeth Avenue, the corner of High Street and Elizabeth Avenue. Holiday music, costume characters, refreshments. Of course, Santa Claus will stop in to say hello to all of the young children. If you need more information, call 965-0660. On Wednesday of this week, 2nd Ward Councilman Nelson Gonzalez will host a tree lighting ceremony in his ward, and this ceremony will be on the corner of Edgar, Ledgerwood, and Washington Avenue, where those three streets come together at a little triangle there. If you would like to join us, there'll be light refreshments, holiday music, and of course a visit from Santa in the 2nd Ward. On Thursday, the grand opening of the new Elizabethport Presbyterian Center will occur. This is located at 184 First Street. The ribbon cutting and introduction of guests to the new state-of-the-art facility will start at 5 o'clock in the evening. It features a continuation of services for families, children, teens, adults, and seniors. It will feature a youth zone, a senior zone, social services, and if you want more information, please call 908-351-4850. If you need more information on these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. And as we move into the holiday season, it's important to talk about things that are festive. In tonight's show, I'm joined by Paul Pasternak, a detective with the Elizabeth Police Department, talking about the Jingle Bell 5K run. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mayor.
And I'm also joined by Rebecca Mazzarella, who is the Media Relations Manager for Children's Specialized Hospital in Mountainside, which will be a beneficiary of this 5K run. And Rebecca, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's good to have the both of you. Now, this is the first time that we're doing this 5K, or the second?
This is the second, Mayor.
Second.
It's our second annual. It's the first time that we've included Children's Specialized Hospital as our beneficiary of the proceeds from the race.
Paul, tell us a little about yourself. How many years are you with the department? How long you been there? You've been there a while.
I've been there a while, Mayor, yes.
You've done a lot.
Proudly been an Elizabeth police officer. I always say I bleed Elizabeth blue. So I've been Elizabeth police officer for going on 27 years. I've been a detective for many of those years. Got to work in the narcotics division. Now I work in the detective division.
Good. Rebecca,
yes.
You've always been in media?
I have. I'm lucky enough to work for the best hospital in the world, I think. Children's Specialized Hospital was ranked the best place to work, and also the Hospital of the Year by NJ this year. And I do the media relations, and I love telling success stories about our kids.
So where did you go to school?
College?
Yeah.
Hastings College. It's in Nebraska, of all places.
Nebraska?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did you find your way to Elizabeth?
I'm a Jersey girl at heart.
Okay.
I did grow up here.
There you go. Paul, the 5K run. Tell us what it is, where it is, how did this event start?
Well, it's the Jingle Bell Run 5K. How did it start? I'm a runner. I like these run events, and I've done many of them. A couple of years ago, I did a race in New York City called the Jingle Bell Jog. And we thought it was great. They gave out jingle bells to put on your running shoes while you ran, and we thought that was a great idea. A bunch of my friends who were also Elizabeth police officers thought it was a great idea. We got together and decided we want to do something big here in the city of Elizabeth, that there really was no run, in Elizabeth. We want to include that, and offer that to our residents and the people of Elizabeth. So we thought the best place to have it would be what we think is one of the best shopping places around is the outlet collection at Jersey Gardens Mall. We approached them, they thought it was great, and the rest is history. So we're on our second year doing this. Last year was our first.
And is it going to be at Jersey Gardens again this year?
Same course, yes, sir. The course is certified by USATF, which is United States Track and Field. We had them come out, they measured the course. You pay a fee and you have them, and you basically own the course. And the course is in and around the Jersey Gardens Mall. parking lots, and the idea is to people show up, they'll run in the morning, they get a great bag of giveaways with coupons for the mall, and they spend the day shopping at the mall. There's a Santa seems to be busy on your calendar. You had mentioned Santa. Santa will obviously be at our race. He kicks off the race. Our fire department showcased Santa in a great way. They put him up in a bucket, and they put him what seems like an eternity up in the air. And he blows the horn to start the race, and he's there to greet the finishers as they come in.
And Detective, who besides you? You the only organizer? You got help?
I've got some help. I don't think they want to be on camera, though. I think I drew the short straw. I think, but I don't mind. It's okay.
Is it other detectives, other people outside?
Actually, it's the PBA, our entire PBA. Our PBA president, Richard Stenke, is big into this. He's a big help with us.
He's got to run more. I didn't tell him I said it.
You tell him. He's too big for me to tell that to. But also Lieutenant Shaughnessy, Rich Shaughnessy, is a organizer of the event as well.
And what made you decide for the proceeds to go to Children's Specialized Hospital this year?
I think it's a good question. When we started this last year, we decided that, or we thought that we were going to use a different charity every year. So this year it came around. I'm not even sure how it actually came to somebody's mind, but it was brought up, Children's Specialized. Our PBA does a couple of events that Children's Specialized benefits from, and we decided to do that. So I make a phone call, and I spoke to someone over at Children's Specialized and said, yeah, I think we're going to use you guys as our beneficiary. And they invited us for a tour. Well, a couple of us went and we toured, and it was incredible. It was obvious that we picked the right one, and I've already committed to Rebecca and to Children's Specialized that they are going to be our beneficiary of our proceeds for years to come. Yeah.
So Rebecca, how many children does the hospital care for each year?
Well, I just first want to thank Paul and choosing us to benefit from your run. It's a great PBA, and they're very involved in community efforts, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Mayor, just a little bit about Children's Specialized. We are the nation's largest provider of pediatric rehabilitation needs. So basically what that means is any child that has a special need or developmental delay, we have 10 sites throughout New Jersey, spanning from Egg Harbor Township, we just opened last month, all the way up to Clifton. So it's 250 miles spread across the state. We also have 3 inpatient facilities. A rehabilitation hospital in New Brunswick where kids stay for 6 to 8 weeks after they had an injury, a traumatic injury, a brain injury, spinal cord injury, or a child that was born premature. They stay and get intensive rehab. We also have 2 long-term care facilities for children. So if you think about it, kids need nursing home facilities if their medical needs are too much to live at home. So to answer your question, we treat about 20,000 children with special needs each year.
20,000?
Yep.
How many inpatient, do you know?
Sure. In New Brunswick, our inpatient hospital is 60 beds. So at any given time, there's 60 patients. So annually, there are about 500. And for our long-term care facilities, we have a total of 80 beds split between 2 different sites.
Good.
Yeah.
And some of the needs of the children, what are they, besides the... What happens when they leave? Is there follow-up with children?
Sure. Depending on where they come for their services. If they're an inpatient in New Brunswick, they have intensive therapy to regain those skills that they may have lost during an accident. So they have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. But upon discharge, because we have so many sites across the state, we're able to continue their care with outpatient therapy services. We also have physician services, so those specialty physicians that are trained to diagnose autism, and they're also at various facilities throughout the state.
Now, do you don't have to advertise. You get a lot of people just come there because of your reputation.
We do. We have a very strong community effort with community relations and experiences like this. We're able to share our message.
So you go to all the facilities, Rebecca?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Get a lot of miles.
Yeah, Mayor, it was amazing. Not to cut you off, it was amazing. But they invited us to come and take a tour. And we're like, well, we just want to give you the money. We don't, But they said, no, come take a tour, and it was incredible. I mean, and I got to tell you, the patients there are phenomenal. Obviously, they're very special needs kids. I was telling Rebecca before we stepped into your studio that I was most impressed with the doctors, the workers there, the people there. I mean, they're sincere. They looks like they're having a good time doing what they're doing. They seem like really, really genuinely nice people. And
do not other police officers bring students or children from Children's Specialized to the mall for a day of shopping, and the police officer shadows them for the day?
Yes, that's happening.
There's a group. You've been part of that in the past as well.
Yeah, yes, I have, and we're doing it. That's happening on December the 8th at Jersey Gardens also. Right. Yeah, so and that benefits the children. And again, we dress up in the uniforms, and they're amazed at this, bunch of people in uniforms. And we're amazed at their strengths, and that they're happy, and they walk around the mall, and we help them shop, we assist them, and
Are you part of that as well, Rebecca? That day?
I am. I do help with that. That's part of our Friday Night Fever program. It's a social group for kids with various types of disabilities to get together, meet kids just like themselves, and go out into the community. And they look forward to shopping so much every year. They come with their list. They love to be paired up with these heroes that they see in uniform, and they have a blast.
Good. Now, can anyone participate in this run?
Absolutely, sure. Everybody. We want everybody to run in this thing.
It's 5K?
It's 5K, which is 3.1 miles. I think you're a walker, right?
I'm a walker.
You walked last year, didn't
I walked last year. Okay. I'll walk again this year.
Terrific.
What day is it on?
It's December 2nd.
Oh, okay.
It's Sunday, December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning at Jersey Gardens. But yeah, it's a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, so anybody can do it. We've got some Christmas trees, some Christmas music on the course. As I said before, Santa's going to be around. There'll be a run with Santa for kids. That's free. You just show up with a kid and you can run with Santa. That's going to happen before the 5K start this year. So it was pretty cool. Last year we had a couple dozen kids running around a bunch of Christmas trees with Santa. They got a kick out of it. And after it's all over, we go inside the mall into the food court where we have a great pancake breakfast as well. I think you stayed for the pancake breakfast.
I did. I saw. I didn't eat, but I did stay for the pancake breakfast. I was inside for a while. It's in the food court, right?
Right. Sponsored by IHOP.
IHOP brings the pancakes.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
And is the mall open for shopping that early or not yet?
Not yet. I think the mall, if I'm not mistaken, I think the mall opens at 9. So our race starts at 8:30. So it's perfect. Run and then go shop. And breakfast too.
And you got it all. And so it strictly takes place at the Jersey Gardens Mall.
That's correct.
And how do you register?
Well, you can do it online. You can do it by mail. I brought a whole bunch of. I don't know if folks will see these around. They've been around town for a little bit. Our applications.
Just hold it up to that camera there.
Sure. I don't know which one to go to, but these are our applications. They're available online also, or if you see these in the stores, pick them up, and they're pretty easy to fill out. You can send a check to us, or you can register online. The online site is www.eliteracingsystems.com, and you'll find us on their calendar, or you can go to our website. We actually have a website, an official website, which is www.jinglebellrun5k.org. And
Rebecca, you going to be there for the run?
Of course.
Okay, I didn't know. I wanted to ask.
I actually wanted to tell you about a special runner we're having this year. We were able to, with our connections, link up with Dad, who lives in Toms River. He also happens to be in law enforcement, and he's got a son that receives services at our Toms River facility. And the pair are known as Team Brandon. And this dad is an athlete that does triathlons, but he takes Brandon with him on every single run. He is multiply disabled. He's in a wheelchair, or in the case during the runs, he's in a stroller, and Dad pushes him. I mean, you've met him personally and seen them run.
Yes, I have, and his dad, Ted, is an amazing, phenomenal athlete, and he said he would never do a race without Brandon, which is incredible. You should have them on your show. I mean, he's an incredible guy, and Brandon's an incredible kid.
And they're going to be there.
And they're going to run.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a break and then run some commercials and then come back and talk more about this. Stay with us, all right? Okay. Please stay with us after these messages. We'll talk more about the 5K Jingle Bell Run at the Jersey Gardens Mall, as well as Children's Specialized Hospital in Mountainside doing a great job for young people of our community.
How far would you go to help someone? Would you go to the end of your driveway? Would you cross a street? Would you cross an ocean? Would you go if you could use your knowledge to teach someone, and in the process, maybe learn something yourself? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps.
Something's not right.
My first symptoms were
constant tingling in my toes.
Had double vision. They said you have multiple sclerosis.
Kind of had to get a grasp on reality.
I had to adapt and change very rapidly.
I had to learn how to drive with my hands. Yeah, that was interesting.
A symptom may cause you not to be able to do that anymore. And at one point,
I wasn't able to do any of those.
Since I've been cycling, it's definitely helped my walking.
It's a fantastic opportunity to be working together with a common goal of curing MS, and sharing is the key.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to home. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
What if you could ignite your child's love of learning with one after-school program? What if that one program was easy and fun? Destination Imagination is the one. Destination Imagination has taught teamwork, creativity, and problem solving for more than 25 years. A major university study showed our students are ahead of others in creativity and critical thinking. Learn more at startateam.org and make Destination Imagination the one for you.
Welcome back to our city, where I'm joined by Detective Paul Pasternak of the Elizabeth Police Department and Rebecca Mazzarella of Children's Specialized Hospital. So how much does it cost to register, and where's the fee, and what do we do with it?
Well, it's $25 to register before November 24th, and we also have registration after that goes up to $35. We also have registration race day. And that seemed like a lot of people waited to see if the weather was going to be nice, and the weather was fantastic last year. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that the weather's going to be just as nice this year, and bring people on race day. So it's $25 before the 24th of November. After that, it's $35, and race day as well.
And Rebecca, you're going to get the proceeds of this. How do you target it for a specific area, or what do you, general fund? What do you do?
Sure. When we receive donations from the community that are what's called unrestricted, we use them wherever they're most needed to provide care and services for our kids. We have what's called a hospital assistance program that helps parents that can't afford the services, or their insurance has used up the amount that they're allowed to cover. So last year we were able to support $750,000 worth of services, all raised through our foundation to help those families.
And Children's Specialized is also part of the Children's Miracle Network, which is, you're part of that as well, right?
Yeah, it's Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. We are New Jersey's beneficiary, so wherever you see those balloons or those little things you could buy at Quick Check or Costco, we receive the funding from that benefit. And usually there's a lot of those events happening in May, so keep an eye out. Yep.
Yeah, well, there's a softball tournament that Erin Kelly runs every year. So, and do any of the children going to be there?
Yeah, we're certainly going to try to get some kids out there with the Santa Run, or to come and see everybody.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. Detective awards, prizes.
Yeah, we've got great prizes. We've partnered up with IKEA. They were sponsoring, or they sponsored last year, and they are back this year to sponsor our $250 prize for top male, top female. Modell's has been terrific, and Applebee's as well. Businesses in our at the mall, they're going to help us out with the second and third.
You got to go in Applebee's. I got a whole Elizabeth theme in there of a montage.
I've only seen it from the outside.
Oh, it's pretty cool. You got to go in the inside. There's pictures of police and fire officials. It's really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you enjoy it.
Good food. I know the place is good food.
Yeah, so they just opened up. We just cut the ribbon on it. And who won last year? Maybe you could talk about
I've got his name here. Yeah, it was a pretty cool story, I thought, anyway. The male winner was a gentleman by the name of Rufino Mendeza, and he's from Elizabeth, and he won the race in a time of 17 minutes and 24 seconds, which is a 5.5-minute pace, which is pretty fast. And our second place kid he's 13 years old. He's from Pearl River, and a kid by the name of James Dowd. And our third place male was a gentleman from Elizabeth. He's 46, Armando Ruiz. So you see, you got a 30-year-old winning it, a 13-year-old in second place, and a 46-year-old in third place. We thought that was pretty decent. On the female side, actually daughter of one of our police officers, Elise Bastardo. She's 20 years old. She won the female side in a time of 24 minutes and 46 seconds. Ann Lavera, who works for the Union County Prosecutor's Office. You know Ann, I think. And she came in second place. And a girl by the name of Julia Barada came in third place from Red Bank last year. We had a good turnout, good group, and like I said, they were happy to win those prizes, I'm sure, too.
Yeah, I walked it last year, and I had a lot of fun walking it. I'll walk it again this year in that morning, 3 miles. It's a lot of fun seeing the runners go by, especially the ones who never ran before, and they're going to finish no matter what, aren't they?
Right, yeah, they are. And we had some people in costumes. There was a couple of Santas out there. There were some girls wearing some reindeer ears, a couple Santa hats, and actually a couple people actually brought their dogs, and they ran with their dogs.
I saw that.
Yeah, we thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah,
that was pretty
I remember
cool.
the dogs, too bad you didn't clock some of them. They could have won, right?
You're right.
And what time's traffic? We block the roads off, right? The Elizabeth Police Department's out there.
Very safe. We block the roads off. It's before the mall starts. We've got a special place for mall employees to park, so they're not going to be on our course. Completely safe. Lots of cops out there to block the roadway, so it's a safe environment. We have EMS on site too, just in case as well. And as I said, the fire department shows up, to help us out with.
And Detective, what are some of the other prizes besides IKEA's? Prize.
Yeah, as I had mentioned, Modell's Sporting Goods, they give some gift cards, and we've got Applebee's also giving away some gift cards as well.
And how many people registered so far? I know it's early.
You know, that's a good question. I don't know. That's an answer I don't have for you. It's done, like I said, it's done online through EliteRacingSystems.com. The gentleman there is a great guy. He actually helps time the New York City Marathon, so it's a big company, and he takes care of all the online stuff. And I haven't gotten a total count yet. But last year we had, not to cut you off again, but we had 170 some odd runners registered and 148 finishers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Rebecca, this Jingle Bell Run, you must get a lot of ideas for fundraising.
Sure.
How do you sort them out, and which ones are, you probably take anyone, right? I guess
yeah, we don't say no.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you'll figure it out, right?
Yeah. We have a very strong foundation staff at a different, they have a lot of experience working in what we call community engagement. So when we get a call, Beth Ann got a call from you guys. We brought him in for a tour. We made sure we can help you in any way we can. Do a fundraising event. We just had a casino night with Remax last week. So we use our resources as much as we can.
What did Remax do for the casino night?
They had it at a hotel. They had all their friends and family come and clients, and I don't know how much they raised, but I heard it was well attended.
But they had the gambling and they raise money, and it goes to Children's Specialized Hospital. And so if someone wants to participate, how do we do this in the Jingle Bell Run? Who do they contact for more information? How do they register?
Yeah, you can register. Like I said, if you're around town, you see these, pick them up, and they're easy to fill out, and cut your check and send it to us. Or you can register online, www.eliteracingsystems.com. You can do an online registration, or you can go directly to our website and print out an application. And our website is www.jinglebellrun5k.org.
Rebecca, if people want to volunteer at Children's Specialized Hospital, do you take volunteers?
Absolutely.
Or is it all paid staff?
No, we utilize our volunteers every day, especially in our inpatient unit. They transport the patients to and from therapy. We have volunteers that are there just to hold babies in between sessions. So go to our website, children's-specialized.org. We have a lot of opportunities listed there just under the tab called volunteering. There's one thing I did want to mention briefly. We have a holiday giving program, and you can go online and look at the wish list for our kids. And you can work with your communities or your businesses to come up with a toy drive, look at the wish list, and then contact a member of our
And where would they
foundation.
go to find that information?
Same website, children's-specialized.org.
Is that up now?
Absolutely.
It is. And anybody that wants to get some gifts for any kids can do that.
They're kids, and they're fun, they're games, they're markers, everything that we know and love that help the kids.
And Paul, inclement weather, not we want to wish it. What happens? Do you have it anyway?
Well, I made a joke last year that I was hoping for snow because I'm a traditionalist and I'd run in the snow regardless. But the weather last year was fantastic. It was like in the 50s. You remember it was sunny and it was terrific, and we're hoping for that same weather. We're going to go rain or shine or snow. Regardless, we're doing it.
I want to thank the two of you for taking the time out of your schedule to join me on the show this evening. I wish both of you a very healthy and happy holiday season, and look forward to seeing you on Sunday at the Run.
Terrific. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
For Detective Paul Pasternak of the Elizabeth Police Department and the Jingle Bell 5K Run, and Rebecca Mazzarella at Children's Specialized Hospital, I'm Chris Bolwage, and we'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.